Hello and welcome to day 16 of the Daily Tarot Ramble. I made promises that I didn't keep because it's been too busy to sort out space, but I did get a new bulb for my lamp, so hopefully the light will be a bit better. And I think my audio might have been a bit better yesterday, so maybe I've sorted out this mic thing. But Mercury is one of the few planets that is not in retrograde at the moment. All the outer planets are far apart from Jupiter. But my technology and things that have been, you'd swear that it was. Mind you, a watering can's technology, I don't think so. How can you lose a giant plastic yellow watering can, a bright yellow watering can? I was supposed to water my plants and I've been buzzing around because my brain does one thing then another and got to do that, got to do that. One task usually gets interrupted like at least 30 times. Finding other things on the way. It's like crazy stuff. Crazy. Anyway, it is day 16. Yesterday was pretty good. I really did like that, and I do like this deck. So I haven't managed to make any space for German, but I did have. I do like the backs of these cards. What have we got? Unbelievable, isn't it? The Two of Wands. Well, I guess we're going a bit backwards there, but surveying our domain. So we've got some clouds, constellations. Where's my wheel? So I've got this wheel. So we've got the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is the first decan of Aries. Mars in Aries. Anyway, I'll put that down there. But normally when I look at the Two of Wands like in the Rider-Waite, I kind of look at it as, things haven't quite come into place yet. They're not quite ready, if that makes any sense. We've got three clouds, which probably, maybe they're thunderclouds for Mars, and the splitting of the planet there. And there's that coil. I wish they'd do more about the art and how they work it out. They also split it up because you've got the two. You've got to make choices. And I reckon the thunderclouds might represent Mars. We'll see what it says in the book. So in the traditional one, so we had the Ace of Wands, which was the spark the other day. The Two of Wands is moving on. The first step, it's the Lord of Dominion in the Thoth Tarot. So it's the taking charge. I think the Thoth meaning is a bit more progressed than the Two of Wands actually is in that kind of dominion thing. It's just the initial steps, but you're carrying on the spark and making progress and having to make choices. But you've moved out into the decision now. The initial passion is still there, but you've actually put it into practical use, moving out a little bit. Kind of like, well, that's what I've been doing with this channel. But I'm going to look at the little poem for the Two of Wands. When will our sun split, burn a rift in its seeds, tether rays to us and quit? We don't know of such futures, but we plan for them still. Find shapes in the clouds, beeline through free will. Okay, so that is a beeline, the splitting sun. And I think the free will thing is that choice. You've got that choice. And we don't know the future, what's going to happen. We've got to make a choice. And we're planning what we're going to do. So that's pretty cool, actually. I'm going to make a video because I've had a few people say to me about, oh, does tarot work? How does it work? And I'm going to make one about how I think it works. Well, how I know it works for me. There's so much misinformation about tarot. It's ridiculous. So there's our Two of Wands. We'll do the Lunar Nomad card and see what magic we get today. Not many to count. 1, 2. The key, 33. Key to the kingdom. Well, when that guy's standing on his hill in the Rider-Waite and looking down on the land, it is about a bit like that. You can see that. So we've got number 33. As I said, it's based on the Lenormand card. We've got a grand building and kingdom gates, and the hand holding the key with some kind of letters on it that could possibly be a code. So the key is, about unlocking things, finding the way forward. Future unlocked. Well, I'm going to read what the book says because this book's actually pretty good and quite in depth. I did a lot of Lenormand years ago, but then I stopped Doorways moving forward, being locked in or out offerings, the go-ahead solutions. Crazy, eh? Like, it is really crazy. The key to the kingdom is in your hand. You've been granted passage into untold wonder and untapped potential. Your palm tingles with anticipation at what you might discover on the other side. You could stand at the gate or bravely go inside. The key to success and opportunity is a state of mind. When you decide you are a welcomed guest on the royal road, treasures appear in your path. Pathways open for you to experience your magic and potential. Your unique expression of divine energy is the key to your desires, dreams, and aspirations. What doors do you wish to open? What opportunities are you waiting for? Success is the gift of the unapologetic, few that go for their dreams. So I'll say that again. Success is the gift of the unapologetic few that go for their dreams. Fortune favours the bold, so stop waiting for an invitation when you have the key in your hand. That's amazing. It reminded me of a song. Know your worth and completely commit yourself to thriving in this life. The universe wants you to have all the blessings you can dream of. You have an unlimited supply waiting for you. Man, this is me again. This is just what I was talking about the other day, about coming into my own and knowing who I am. And that Two of Wands and this gel art. Tenacity is the key to change. It is so easy to fall into the trap of believing that you need someone else's permission or approval, but the power is yours alone. Lord of Dominion. If you decide you are meant for a certain position in life, then go for it. You cannot convince anyone else if you can't convince yourself first. The key is the unshakable knowing that you are worthy of joy and abundance. The key is a green light, so go for the gold. What you desire is being given to you, but you must respond to the invitation like that spark of Ace of Wands. Action is essential now. Doors of opportunity can open for you, but you have to step into the cloud. Coming through to the other. Close your eyes and fall into the experience. When you are self-assured and completely engaged with your dreams, you take on a glow of magnetism. It might sound self-indulgent if you aren't used to being completely in your being, captivating the audience, having the audacity to believe in yourself, your vision, your magic. It does. Go to the edge of your comfort zone, cross the threshold, and find what you seek. The key is an omen of infinite opportunity. Your road is open. Life is getting better every step of the way. Own your experience and make the bold declaration that life will be nothing less than awesome. Rise to the occasion. Exude enthusiasm. When the key appears, your stars have aligned. Raw potential wells up within you. Move into your creative expression. Own your power. Step away from the wall and join the dance. The key is the end of longing. Prayers and requests have not fallen on deaf ears. Take action. Step across the threshold. So many people choose to live on the periphery outside the gate, stealing glances through a peephole into someone else's experience. That's me and my Five of Pentacles. Maybe I have to change that Five of Pentacles thing. But I'm very attached to that card though. The key invites you to live out your own glory. In a very real way, doors are opening and opportunities are unfolding. This may be presented to you in the form of a new job or big break in your life. Whatever form it takes, you created the space for it to manifest. Never downplay how powerful you are at creating your world. Wow. If you've been following me doing these videos, you'll know how pertinent all of that is to what's been going on with me and the cards and the previous 3 months. So I said about a song which I fell in love with a long, long time ago, and it's an Eagles song about the key, and it's is it Peaceful Easy Feeling? I wonder. It so often happens that we live our lives in chains, and we never even knew we had the key. I didn't sing that very well, but it so often happens we live our lives in chains and we never even knew we had the key. It's so true. I did that for years and years and years and years. It's amazing. These cards are amazing. I'm just completely blown away. You know what? I love this. I've got so much out of this doing these videos, even if no one ever watched them. And I know that a couple of people do, and that makes all the difference, I know. Maybe not if no one ever watched them, but I was saying today that if I'd have got 10,000 followers and earned a couple of $1,000, pound, whatever, and a million billion views or whatever you need, which I don't do statistics, I don't look at things like that, that would not have been as much as what I've actually earned from doing these videos. In the things I've learned and the personal growth in a short time, like that Ace of Wands to Six of Wands, and the feeling of, you know, just feeling kind of alive. I'm hoping it will last and carry on. But I wanted to have a little quick talk about journals. Haven't got room to do journaling, but show you anything. But all I wanted to talk about was what am I going to do for my tarot journal, because I've been bloody sick. I showed in that journaling video my Hobonichi and how fat it was, but look at my weeks now. See, it's getting just as fat. Can't close it, and it's got 3 months to go because I put too much flipping stuff in it. I started, you know, putting cards in. I started off journaling and collaging relating to the cards I was drawing, and then I carried on, not realizing that it was going to get as thick as my cousin did. So, but I love it. I love collage. I can just start, and it's like meditation for me. So this is, and then in the back I do all of the, and this is a mega week's an extra fat one. I do all the, you know, writing about different cards and how many whatsits I drew that month and whatever. I was going to see if we got any ones in the first week of this challenge. What are we? September. Well, we got the 4 of Wands on and the 10 of Wands last week, the first week. So that was about rest. And that one's probably overdoing it. I always, when I go and collect all the wooden sticks from the garden, I think of the Wands cards and my burdens. I think that might get about, you know, when you do this thing, you go out and create the thing, and then you can overreach. I think when you get to the other end of the Wands street, that is when it gets to, you might have gone too far. There's got to be a balance. The 10s aren't always good. So I thought maybe next year, although I do like this, I might go into one of these little journals, like the what's this, the little original touch. I've got one there that's not wrapped home. This is my mental health journal, but I don't actually, very rarely collage in that, you see, so it's quite thin still. So I've got a couple of others. That one's this one, was that mental health? No, this was before I started using it as a mental health journal, so this was a few years ago. It's just got a cover on it. So that was just random stuff, and I was just collaging in. That one's kind of quite fat, but I guess I could use it for the tarot. I'd still have the these bits at the beginning, these squares to put the card in. It's just that it's got a day to a page. Mind you, that means I could stick even more stuff in, doesn't it? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. If I carry on doing tarot in depth like I have been for this challenge, I would definitely think I will use one of these, because then I would use a page a day. So next year, I don't know if I'm definitely not changing decks every week, but I could study a deck. So this would be good for a deck study. And then I wouldn't get tempted for that blank page opposite to put well, I might. So that's what they look like without the cover. I get one of these every year. This is last year, I think. Yeah. And that would be the year before, and that would be the year before. That's the current one, and then that one was the year before last. And the others are, yeah, so I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about using a different one for my tarot journal next year. If you use a tarot journal, if you have a dated one, let me know what one you use. As I said, I didn't use dated journals. I didn't like them, but I changed all that. And the other thing I wanted to show you in the week, because I use my phone for filming, so I can't show you them on my phone, but the astrology app I use is one I love called Time Nomad. It's really good, really in depth. You work out, it gives you everything you need to know, and then you could work out the stuff yourself. But if you're learning astrology, it's a really good one. It doesn't actually tell you the horoscope thing, but it gives you the information you need to work it out and to learn. So I'll try and show you if I can find my iPad. I'll show you that on the iPad. So short video because the last few have been quite long, especially the last 2 or 3, and I've had as I said, a bad techie day, and I'm sort of worried it might carry on into this video. But all is good and jolly, and I'm pretty impressed once again with the cards, and I hope the lighting's better. So there we go. I'll say bye. Sorry this one was a bit boring, and I didn't have anything, but I am going to get exciting things to show you because I've got that. I've got my Hobonichis for next year coming. I buy them from Hobonichi direct. Well, I buy this year they did the Moomins, and I love the Moomins, so you could only get them from Hobonichi apparently, and my kids, they have them too, so I order theirs, and I order them all together. And then they come, then you have to wait for ages to use them, but that's kind of exciting. So, and I've got those tarot decks coming too. So, yeah. Oh, and I found a tripod. I found a really cool tripod I want to get. It's kind of what I've been looking for because it's got a built-in like overhead arm, so you can kind of put it on sideways and have it. I've got a arm that I had years ago when I did the other kind of photography, proper photography. But proper photography sounds weird. But it's too. It doesn't work with the phone and the tripod I've got now, which is a little flimsy thing. Anyway, we'll get there. I've had having a lot of fun still, and the moon is in Cancer. At home, Jupiter in Cancer, the moon in Cancer at the moment. I have to go. I can feel my tiredness in my voice. Sorry, I've rambled on and I didn't have a lot to say, but oh, we could have a quick say hello to my Deviant Moon. Let's have a look at that. Quickly, my little baby Deviant Moon deck that I cut down all those many years ago. Before they did a borderless version, I got an ordinary version. There's videos about this. Where the borders on, and I cut it right down. So it's a tiny little deck. It is so cute. So let's have a look for the Two of Wands in this one. I'll tell you what is really funny about if I can find the card. I asked the cards once. Now I've got to stop that. I love the Ace of Wands in this card. It's beautiful. Carrying her like baby beam. This is a really cool deck. I like this deck because it is very other. That's my little witch. I love my little witch. Yeah, so I asked the cards. Oh my god, this is the Two of Wands. This is the card. I don't believe this. I was going to show you this card. I remembered the picture, but I couldn't remember the card it was. I asked the cards one day if I should buy a metal detector, and I got this card in reply. Isn't that crazy? Like, okay, he's detecting garlic, not metal, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? So that's a crazy the Two of Wands. He's digging up garlic. So yeah, that just really made me laugh, that card. And there's Six of Wands, like the Victor in his chariot. They're pretty cool, those cards. Okay, I'm really going to shut up now. Bye bye. Thank you. I'm just filming it. I'm just filming this really quickly as an add-on to the video I made last night, because we got the Two of Wands out of the Deviant Moon, and I told you the story about the Two of Wands and the metal detector. Well, I found the book because I was trying to work out his meaning with the garlic, and it's pretty amazing. So, spring has arrived early and the farmers begun planting in the fields. He's eager to get a head start on his crops. However, the harsh winter left the ground hard and dry. One after another, the farmer's tools bend and break as he uses them to dig into the hardened soil. His workmates urge him to give up and go home, believing it practical to wait until the rain comes to soften the land. but the farmer knows he has the potential to succeed despite unfavourable circumstances. The farmer stops for a moment and sits down next to his splintered tools to ponder. As his mind scans the debris for answers, he notices 2 broken shovels lying by the wayside that intrigue his imagination. He pulls the wooden handles out of the dust and combines them to create a powerful new device. By channeling dual energies into a single force, he digs the first hole with ease and goes on to sow what will become a bountiful harvest. The Two of Wands advises you that in order to achieve success, you must pull your resources together and focus your creative muscle on a specific objective. Work hard and be inventive. Integrate your mental ability with your physical strength and then apply yourself fully to your task. Know that the effort you exert today will bring multiple rewards tomorrow. The Two of Wands symbolises the unification of forces. This could mean that you need to form a partnership to attain a common goal. You will gain tremendous personal growth once you ally yourself with someone of similar talents and ambitions. This card may also imply the need to restructure an organisation to make it more effective. Streamline your business and concentrate only on the most productive activities. When reversed, it denotes your ability to think creatively, your inability to think creatively. This may be happening because you are dividing your attention among too many things. During this time, you'll experience difficulty composing your thoughts into workable solutions. Blah, blah. So I just wanted to read that because it makes sense of the Two of Wands card. It's a slightly different, but it's still that moving on thing. And it's just another take on it, like the creative side of it. So yeah, I wanted to share that. Okay, bye.